Hey everyone, Fatty here with a midday video lesson. Just gonna go over a couple plays this morning. I took a pretty big loss. Let's just jump into the loss right away, actually. It was on Gfai here. It was looking good right out of the watch list. I was looking for a VWAP hold and break a previous high a day to test the 130 area and ideally hold up and break it, as not much resistance after that until the 2-ish area. So this morning, solid gap up. We get this quick perk, fails to break down, and I end up taking a starter here into this spike. First mistake, um, buying closer to the higher end of the range. I know it was right above open price, but I should have let it develop more so I could probably get a better entry and better risk reward. Because at this point, you got a bottom of 104 ish, 102, and I'm buying all the way right near 120. Not that good. Takes a stupid dip, fails to break down again. I'm thinking, okay, this thing's looking good. We'll add again when it starts reclaiming VWAP and whatnot. End up sizing into this spike here and adding some once again near the top here. No stupid mistake. Right near the highs, and we have a lower high here, so I should have been more cautious. But I was, I guess, emotional, just so certain this thing was going to make a move, and I was wrong, as we can see here. Average around, I think it was actually 120, and I stopped out foolishly at 105. I had a pretty big risk there. So big size, big risk, buying near the higher end of the range, without letting it really develop so much. Like, this was not bad, but considering how choppy it was, I should have been more cautious. Like, I know that with experience. So unfortunate. Ended up being roughly $500 loss. So that wasn't fun to have pretty early on, before 8 Pacific time. Hymc was a wild gapper as well. Here we go. Let's go over that as well. Was really anticipating a bounce play and just ended up taking off and even breaking out over the highs of 265. Got to 297 pre-market, and right now we're just failing. So that was crappy to see. That something I was waiting for. Just did it all pre-market, didn't give me an opportunity, so that probably left me a little emotional. Uh, Kala here still holding up. Potential 175 break, but I think there's other better plays. Um, Clsd got a 214 breakout. Very choppy play here, looking like it's failing now. Um, we'll see what happens with this, but it does have a bigger float, so it's going to need a lot of volume, but it is still holding up nicely. 214 break. Possibly could get to 3-ish, maybe even possibly even 4. There's also some resistance there. Anywhere from 3 to 4 would probably be a good sell point if it does hold up. Um, what else was there? There was a couple. Agri here. Ended up fading, gapping down. Not gapping down, just barely open compared to what it closed after hours. Yeah, it was gapping down. So nothing great. Failed to really get any momentum in the morning. Failed to break down here, so this is something to keep on watch, as it could definitely, with it today, maybe tomorrow, sometime, if it keeps failing to break down, get back to the, and holding VWAP, get back to the 5 area and ideally break the 514 breakout level. So that's going to be on watch, as it's still failing to crack the mid threes here. So we'll see what happens with that. We went over Gfai. That was a crappy loss. Who knows if this thing holds up and comes back, but Right now, not looking too great. Siren from yesterday, multi-day bounce. As you can see, when the shorts are gone, it's over with. Not much momentum here either. It was a low float, just a quick bounce play that there was there. TMC, choppy move, nothing great. Had a little breakout yesterday, a little fake out. So that's disappointing. Just a lot of fake outs lately. Just things kind of taking off pre-market and then opening up, it not really continuing. So that's kind of rough to see. I got caught in it with Gfai. Should have let it develop a little more. Was looking at it as an open price play, holding this previous high daybreak, but just bad entries, bad risk, just led to a bad play. Um, so yeah, so that's kind of this morning. Clsd here holding up. We'll see what this thing could do. Very choppy, but it's sticking to the pattern and holding trend very nicely. We'll see what else we got going on. Kavl, that was one that I kind of regret because I just thought this was a crappy play, too much overhead resistance. Not really thinking that it hasn't had any momentum and it's been fading this whole time. When this thing is showing some sign of life, like KSP yesterday, KSCP, and it fails to break down, holds a VWAP, holds the open price, it leads to a solid short squeeze. Low float, shorts. This is just probably short covering and a little bit of buying as well. Um, Failing to break down. Don't know what else to do with it. This would be the best play in my eyes, and I just failed to capture it. Looking at Gfai a bunch, just really expecting that to make a move. So yeah, unfortunate morning, but we'll see what happens here. Late day. I'll make another video lesson later on. Uh, but yeah, I just want to record the loss and kind of the momentum this morning. Just a couple pretty good gap ups, but no continuation. So we'll see if anything develops or pops up on the scanners later. But for now, that's the morning. Hope there's any good takeaways anyone was able to get from this. Please like, subscribe to the channel, follow our Twitter, Pack a Punch Traders. Go on packapunchtraders.com, see a bunch of blog posts and screenshots throughout history of just similar patterns to get an idea of how they work out. And got a bunch of material here on YouTube, which is just still growing. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.